The Drop with Frank and Brian is officially brought to you by Switch Suspension. Switch Suspension specializes in all vehicle chassis components. Lift kits, lowering kits, air ride suspension, wheels, tires, steering, and brake upgrades. They use all the best products from the best brands. And these guys are truck guys. You roll into their parking lot at the shop and they all drive custom vehicles. So they use their products that they sell on their own vehicles. So if you guys are looking for anything for your vehicles, whether you're just starting out or you just need some replacement parts or whatever, give them a call or visit their website, switchsuspension.com.
Hope you enjoyed this episode of The Drop. If you like these podcasts and all the other content we create, head on over to our websites and purchase merch. Purchasing merch keeps us going and creating more content. Our websites are grinder-tv.com and livelifecustom.com. We really appreciate it. Now on to the episode.
Well, then there was no video for that.
Oh, that's fine.
Yeah.
It'll be video over our logo and then fade in.
Oh.
We're faded in now. We're here.
We're faded in.
All right, so anyways.
All
Should
right.
I do my real intro?
Yeah. No cussing.
Welcome, mother. No, I'm just kidding.
What's up, guys? Welcome to Pergin with Pretty Low. My first guests today are Frank and Brian
Yes,
of the podcast
This is your
Drop.
podcast?
This is actually an intervention for us. from
us?
Lindsay, yeah.
Yeah. No, we need that.
We talked about all the problems with you on the way here. But obviously
You two?
Yeah.
Talking about my problems?
Yeah, but now Lindsay's being nice, right? So she wasn't talking to me about my problems on the way here.
Hold on.
All right.
Hold on.
Yeah. You got to fix your zoo. I don't think Frank thought this through.
Let's have the pups on the Are we really recording right now?
Yeah, oh yeah, it's going.
Okay.
Yeah.
Well, in that case, welcome to Pergin with Pretty Low. I'm Lindsay, your host.
I'm Brian, your interventionee. I was gonna say you didn't talk shit to me because you were with, right? You got to wait till Frank. So now all the things we talked about Frank on the way here, now you guys can talk to me about my problem.
But the problem is that you're kind of just already motivated with things.
Yeah.
We
I have
get
other
Frank
problems, though.
motivated. That's true.
Yeah, like you
what
could
kind
be.
of problems do you want to talk about? I could be your
Um,
therapist today. I'm good at solving other people's problems, not my own. But
I'm so good at that too. Well, not really solving, but more or less like, tell me your problems. I'll tell you how to fix them
yeah,
and tell you what you
I
need
would
to do.
But
I'm not going to do it.
yeah,
That was like me eating for the longest time. This huge dude telling you how to eat good, right? You're like, and I'm shoving a donut, and I'm like, just like, look, what you really need to do
yeah.
is not do this.
That's what I was trying to say to. I already lost my train of thought.
See the switch.
Oh, this morning with you doing your big speech about losing weight and getting
While I was shoving
under
a donut in
300, and I just hear the active chewing of a donut from the other room while talking.
That was
about
my
losing
treat
weight.
for being under 300. Is a donut.
Oh, that's what I was gonna say.
I got all
losing
my dogs
train of
wrangled.
thought was that I'm not trying. Like, I lost weight, but I don't necessarily think that I'm not doing it in a healthy way, because I am. I changed my diet and stuff, but I'm not trying to go on the internet and be like, here's my 5 tips on how to lose weight. Like, I am not going to influence you in any way. You do.
You do it how you need to do it.
Like I said, I could go and get blood work, and they're like, you're dying, girl.
Yeah.
You're dying.
And I have not gone to the doctor yet for my checkup, but because I didn't want to go at that weight.
Yeah.
So my motivation was like, I know I need to go and get my whole thing done, but I want to go and be like, he's like, hey, you're kind of overweight. I'm like, yeah, but guess what? I was really overweight. And then he'll go, oh, you're on the right track. Good job.
You know, from my experience, though, is probably how it's going to go is you're going to go get your blood drawn. They're going to run the panel on it and stuff like
Stop
that.
touching the microphone.
They're not going to say anything about your weight.
No, I know.
They're just going to be like, hey, man, your liver's kind of messed up.
Yeah, they're going to talk about the numbers.
Yeah.
All the numbers and a
Yeah,
bunch
they're
of
very
letters
number-driven.
that you don't understand what those numbers and letters mean
Yeah.
together. I really want to get one of those scans where you can go. I think even Pauly Shore, he just posted like 2 days ago that he was out in Vegas and he got a full body scan, and he's like, everybody needs to do this. I know a lot of people don't just have like $2,000 to drop on this test, but it's kind of worth it because they literally scan your whole body for anything, and they ended up finding.
So it's just like an MRI kind of thing?
They ended up finding tumors in him.
Oh, wow.
And then the doctors were like, you don't have to necessarily get them out. They're benign. And he was like, just I know that they exist, so get
But
them
if I
out of
don't
it.
get the scan, then I don't know they're there.
That happened to me.
Right? So it's like the old, you don't know you have COVID if you don't take the test.
Uh-huh.
Yeah.
That happened to me that earlier this year. I didn't. We're all just talking about our medical problems, but really
Everybody's has medical problems these days.
Yeah.
I just didn't. I didn't really wax about it too much. But yeah, so like I went into the doctor for one thing, and they're like, "Oh, let's just do a sonogram," and they're like, yeah, we found some weird stuff on the sonogram. We need to do an MRI. And I'm like, oh my God. So it was like this whole scary thing. And so I have the same thing on my liver. I have these like benign like tumors on my liver, but they're called hemangiomas.
Yeah.
And so it's just something that you have. You're just born with it and you have it and it just exists. And they were like, yeah, you can get them removed if you want to. If not, whatever. We'll just keep an eye on it kind of thing.
That's kind of how his was too. He wrote that they were like, it's probably been in there for like 10, 15 years. You didn't even notice it.
Yeah.
But might as well get those things checked.
Oh, for sure. Well, at least
Especially,
you
like,
can monitor them.
That kind of scan too is like they're checking everything. They're looking at all of your organs inside, checking your blood panels for like any type of cancer, any type of anything. That I feel like when you hit a certain age, it might as well just give it a once over if you have the
This is the age.
the money. Yeah.
It's not even the money. I mean, I'm just a regular dude, regular insurance, but that it was just like this cascade effect. It was like, hey, I don't feel good here, and they're like, okay, cool, let's check that. Oh, while we were there, we saw this. So it wasn't anything like some sort of like.
You mean it's
Yeah.
not normally eat Tums all day long?
That was
Eating an
last year.
entire thing of Tums.
That was a turning point. Last year at Dino's was a turning point for my heartburn problem, and it was so funny, actually. And I know he's listening. Stretch, he was like, hey, I noticed that like when I watched the episodes and stuff, you're like burping a lot, and you're like, is everything
kinda doing
okay?
the, like,
No, like I would do this, and like
Yeah.
I'd burp a lot, which I still do occasionally, but not as much as I was. And he's like, "Is everything okay?" And I was like, "Oh, I think so." Well, no, I mean, it wasn't okay.
Yeah.
But it was so funny that someone noticed that.
Yeah.
Like, he was like, "Hey, I kind of noticed."
He pays attention. What's wrong with me?
He's
What do you know? Do I have like a little tick?
point out my flaws.
Right.
You notice a lump somewhere then?
Yeah, I know. He's all.
I mean,
that's
There was a
happens
chick
too.
on the news
Yeah.
that somebody saw her and was like, "Your like thyroid or something is messed up. I can see it." And like a doctor contacted this news reporter and was like, "You need to go get this checked because
That happens a lot.
it is not safe."
Yeah, no, that happens quite often, and also like on the internet too, and people are like influencers and stuff. A lot of it, not a lot of it, but some of it is definitely like unfounded. But sometimes it's correct.
Someone emails me. They're like, "Yeah, I was watching your video at
That
Pandas."
mole's getting bigger.
No, and they're like right in your center. It's kind of big. And I'm like,
There's some fluctuation in there.
I'm like, what are you talking? My center sack big? And they're like, no, like you're this. I'm like, oh yeah.
Can I ask you a personal question?
Yeah.
About your weight loss journey?
It's just the three of us.
I know this is kind of like a little like off the cuff thing here, but has anybody says like, oh, what kind of Ozempic are you on?
No,
not yet.
that's just you that does that.
Well, I just assume that everybody is on Ozempic.
Well, it's also when people like anyone died in around 2020.
Oh,
It was like COVID. And I'm like,
still do that.
people still die from other things too, right? He's like, nope.
He was in a car accident. Yeah, but he had COVID at the time, so COVID.
It's just like that thing where it's all like, anybody who drinks water will eventually.
It's because
die.
I haven't lost weight that fast.
Yeah,
Right. I started my weight loss journey in August of 2022, and I lost a lot of weight at first because that's just what you do when you're that big, right? But then it slowed down to a trickle. Mm-hmm. So like people aren't going to notice. I mean, I hope they notice, but they're not going to like. It's like when you get the surgery and you lose all that weight in like 3 months.
Yeah.
It's totally different. It's like a shock to everyone's eyeballs.
Plus, too, I think, there's nothing wrong with Ozempic and people that were and are. It's helped a lot of people lose weight or even just finding out that that's even an option and like considering it and finding out maybe they had diabetes too. Like just, hey, this is a thing that's available now, and now maybe they go to the doctor and get a test and it's like, oh, you should have just been on that anyway for like diabetes or something.
Yeah.
But it's more that people were losing weight so quickly too that it seemed like it affects their body differently, like more dramatic, like face changes, and people were getting really upset about like, I have loose skin and my neck and all this stuff, and it's like, well, because it happened so quickly, you weren't like.
Yeah. And again, nothing against anybody who's currently taking Ozempic or anything like that, but
Yeah.
I'm all like, man, you kind of look a little older now. You know what I mean?
That's the first thing. I mean, I'm just gonna throw it out there. Nothing wrong with Ozempic. I'm not doing that. Pfft. First of all, I don't have the money to do that.
Is it expensive?
I think it's like $200 a month just for
Okay.
like
If
the
you can get it
vials.
prescribed if you have insurance, but yeah, if you're just like Hims, you know, I did the thing with the hair, so they have.
You have to be specific on that because Hims makes quite a few products.
Dick pill.
Yeah. Hey, whatever. You know, don't judge me. No.
I mean, hey, some people need some help.
Yeah. But yeah, so they have their own version of like Ozempic too, and it's
Oh,
like $1,700 a month.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah. But with the older thing, that was the first thing. Like, people kept mentioning, like, even you said that you're like, you can tell a lot in your face. Your face looks really different. And I was like, I just look in the mirror and I feel like I look old now. Like, whatever. It's just a different face. I'm kind
My
of into
problem
the lines. Like,
Oh.
before it was like, I just have always I still do, but my whole life, I just look like my baby picture. Like, just this little chubby cheeked.
You're going from you look like a child to an old woman. There was never any in between.
Yeah.
There's no middle part.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But now it's like, oh, I smile and I have like smile lines, and most people would be like, oh, I don't want that. I want my face to be smooth. I'm like,
But you
no,
did
I
get
got
it.
lines.
Yeah.
There's
that's
lines in my face.
Oh.
Oh, cool.
That's good. That's a good
Yeah.
outlook.
Yeah, and it's like you don't. Yeah.
I look him in the mirror and I'm like, I just look like my dad and my brother, and I'm like,
I was talking to Will over there with his luscious, long, naturally curly hair, and I'm like, how does he not have any gray hairs
he doesn't have any gray
coming
hair.
out of there? Like, he has some
How old
in
is he?
his beard. 44, 43.
Oh,
I think we're the same age.
He's
I'm
82.
43.
So the reason he has grays is stress. So stress and anxiety will cause grays. And it'll actually like even my eyebrows were grayer than they are now, because there was a time not long ago it was like a very stressful whatever, right? And then now it's not, and so I started looking up like all that stuff, and they're like, yeah, anxiety causes grays.
Well, I'm just talking like, why have I had gray hair since I was like 23? Trying to like
Stress.
dye this.
Yeah.
I mean, yeah, it was a struggle.
Well, I mean,
my life, everything.
Some
was
people
stressful,
just
but-
have gray hair, but like stress is a factor in.
Well, then something happened to me in
Well, he also
2016.
pulls them out. We found out. Brienne said that.
You put him on blast on the
Will, he pulls them out. And I
Oh.
was like, you're just gonna have bald spots now. Like,
Also, something
Will's
happened
driving
to
work
you.
right now. He's like,
Something happened to you in
knows this.
2016.
yeah.
What do you mean? Because that's when you started going gray.
That's what, like, so I had my goat here.
Yeah. So if
Was-
you were gonna start to go gray naturally eventually, anyways, your stress amplified it,
Okay.
and so that's what happened in
yes.
2016.
So what
you were
happened in
stressing in
2016?
2016 like you were stressing now. You've always stressed.
Yeah, I know. That's just me.
Yeah. So that's the thing. Your hair fell out and you got gray.
or like Steve Martin, who's had white hair ever since he was like 20. I feel
Yeah.
like.
You just gotta rock it, man. Whatever happens, you just rock it.
Yeah. You guys are lucky. As guys get older and more gray, everybody's just turning into silver foxes. Like
don't
Joe
feel that way.
Molina, like, he looks so cool.
I do get jealous of guys who have like a cool gray.
He even has like
The
the
structure.
slick back hair. And
I
it's,
know.
like, a gradient of like dark.
Yeah,
into
that's
Yeah,
cool.
yeah.
I'm just like blasted white, bald, fat.
Do you dye your eyebrows?
No.
Look at my eyebrows.
Oh.
They'd be spotty as hell.
Yeah, but
It don't matter. These things are out of control, but it's just
Yeah.
like, what am I gonna do?
yeah, that's true.
I'm just gonna own it. You know what I mean? I'm just gonna be the best.
I think that's all we
version
can
of
do.
myself.
Yeah.
I think that's all we can do at this point.
I'm just kind of proud of everybody in the scene and just in general that I have been seeing that are like making better life choices of like not drinking anymore, just getting in general healthy, or like how many people have lost weight in a way that's like building muscle too, and like really trying to like be fit for the next half of their
Yeah.
life. I'm just trying to be able, I see my mom, like, I try and learn from like other people's mistakes for things. So I see a lot of that in my mom, of just like how hard it is for her to get up and lift things. She'll literally just be standing and then all of a sudden like fall down, where it's like I don't want to be that way when I get older, so I rather start really taking care of those things now versus
get ahead of it, because it'll get you that extra.
once you're already dropping the things and you're like, oh, I gotta, now it's harder to start working out. You're older, your bones are more brittle. But
if anybody needs weight loss advice or health advice, it's $49.95 a month.
Let us know
you
our
can
course.
you can if you feel more comfortable talking to a female, you can PayPal prettylow@gmail.com if you want to talk to me for whatever.
If you want to if you need some advice on how to just stress about stuff, just ask me. I'll tell you how to do it. I just sit there in my office like, you know the SpongeBob meme where he's just sitting there? That's what I do every day. That's what I do. I just sit at my desk like this.
yeah, that's how I was gonna start the podcast, doing the welcome to Pergin with Pretty Low. My first question is for Frank. What do you do all day?
Yeah, you were doing it. Welcome. You were doing it.
So on the way, so me and Lindsay had a 5-ish hour drive from my house to here last night. You know, we left my house around 9, got here around almost 3 in the morning, right?
Yeah.
So we had a lot of time to talk. And that's one thing we were talking about. She's like, so what does Frank do? He's screen prints for a bunch of people? And I was like, yep.
No.
I don't know.
No.
So if anyone needs screen printing,
Yeah, hit up Frank.
I'm not really doing anything right now.
Small jobs, big jobs. It doesn't need to be anything crazy. Even if you have like a landscaping company, you have a whatever. Like,
Yeah, hit me up.
just make some shirts.
Yeah.
For whatever business.
Which would go back to that stress thing. Like you see my life. You're here. You're in my life right now. You're like, what? Why are you so stressed all the time? There's nothing to be stressed about.
well, there's always something to be stressed. It doesn't matter what your life is even if like rich people, right? Like, yeah, there's less to stress about because you have a bunch of money, but then there's always
more money, more problems. Actually,
they got probably like maybe marital problem. Like there's just whatever, you know what I mean? Like
teenage daughters. So.
Everything's stressful. Like, and then your kids might stress you out more than other people. Like some people's kids don't stress them out as much. Yours might. It's just like everything's different to everybody.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
If you want, like, I mean, I don't have a lot of stress, but I do still have a lot of stress. You know, but I've tried to. My entire life is built around the least amount of stress as possible. That's my goal.
Mm-hmm.
Like happiness and less stress, and they kind of go hand in hand. But less stress is more important because that's how you live longer.
Mm-hmm.
Like if you stress a lot, that's not good for your body.
No, I know. Yeah.
And then so like I'm just like, okay, if I don't stress a lot, I'm going to be a healthier person, and that's kind of how I modeled my entire thing. So whatever my life choices, and it goes back to the weight thing. Like as I get older, and I was really big, I was like, this is stressing me out. I need to like not be stressed about this.
Mm-hmm.
So I can get that under control and then get to a certain weight. And then I'll be like, okay, that's one less thing I got to stress about.
Mm-hmm.
and like we were talking about last night too, of just like in general, you start feeling better too. Like, or like not in the like not body dysmorphia or like having an eating disorder, but there's always that trope that was like, nothing tastes as good as skinny feels, and we're like,
yeah. Mm-hmm.
that's actually kind of accurate though.
Mm-hmm.
Like when you start feeling better about things, and like it makes you more motivated to like go out and do stuff because now you just in general feel better.
Mm-hmm.
It's like
The
I don't want to eat that thing that's gonna the chocolate milk. I was
Yeah.
like, no, I don't want chocolate milk. It's probably gonna make me my pants.
Yeah.
Like, why would I do that to myself?
Yeah.
Right.
Also,
Then it-
just the way you feel about yourself and about everything around you, and the way you go about things, it becomes more important than the food part.
Mm-hmm.
Whereas like before, the food is just a very comforting thing.
Yeah.
And it's like, that's what makes me feel good is the food. And now I do these things. So like this weekend, I'm just like, I'm going to eat whatever I want. But whatever I want isn't what used to be whatever I want.
Oh, I see what you're
Yeah,
saying.
we're
Yeah.
So,
going,
like,
that
fully off
changes.
I'm like a
Yeah.
full off the chains. Like I would eat 4 of those donuts.
Mm-hmm.
Now I'm only at 3.5.
3 3/4.
Progress, people,
Yeah.
progress.
Lindsay's going to go in there and that chocolate milk's going to be gone because it's in my belly. No, but like, it's just that whole thing. It is true. It's just like,
Yeah, not
Everything
in like
changes.
a starve yourself, but like no, it's true. Just make better choices because it'll motivate you in all aspects of your life to change everything.
Mm-hmm.
pull that mic a little closer to you.
These flies are annoying too. Maybe this wasn't such a good idea.
This is a great idea.
This is
Okay.
my first episode of Pergin with Pretty Low.
Yeah.
Like, We're out.
We
in
haven't
the
even introduced our
elements.
guest.
No, we haven't. We're
I've
kind of way in this thing.
introduced myself 3 times.
Oh, yeah.
This is Lindsay from Pretty Low.
So tell us how you got started in the scene.
We're at the super secret location, which is the compound, which is still a super secret location. Like, nobody knows where this place is.
Yeah.
I like it
still
that
don't
way.
even know how I got.
I know.
To be honest with you, it was completely pitch black on the way here.
You know,
Yeah.
people who have come over here through the years, you know, there's various ways to get here. And then there's one, I remember, I forgot the exact situation, but we were coming down from like Vegas, right? And we were coming to the pad here, and we came in the back way,
Yeah.
where there's no stoplights or nothing. And then we're coming down, so we come into the desert here through the back way. We're coming down the dirt road. It's all pitch black. And I'm like, the person, I forget who we were with, but they were like, you know, this is a little ominous right here.
Are you going to murder me?
I mean,
Where are you taking me right
so
now?
it is, which is funny because I've said before, like, I'm in the middle of nowhere, but I'm not in the middle of nowhere.
Yeah.
I'm
Yeah.
still kind of like in a town.
There's a Target.
There's
right there.
Yeah. And we're getting to Sprouts.
That's
You know,
exciting,
Hobby
man.
Lobby.
Dude,
Ooh,
Sprouts. I went to
Hobby
Sprouts the
Lobby.
other day and got chicken chorizo.
Yeah.
Yeah, bomb.
I didn't know I don't know what, because like I usually go to Winco for all my grocery shopping.
Yeah.
I don't know what to get at Sprouts.
So Sprouts, you're not going to get a lot because it's really expensive.
Mhm.
But if you want to treat yourself, like in the deli, they have
Treat yourself.
like a big piece. I don't know if you like salmon.
Yeah.
So they have like this garlic salmon, and I got a piece the other day, and I was like, "Oh, this is amazing." But it's not a thing where you go grocery shopping because
Yeah, it's like a-
unless you have.
It's very specific and like healthy things. You're not going there to get like
I got
the
that-
essentials.
Yeah, I got this ice cream.
Is it the closest we're ever going to get to like a Whole Foods or a Trader Joe's or something?
Well, no. I
I
mean,
feel like
don't you have one of
Sprouts
those
is
here?
adjacent
No.
to a Whole
Whole
Foods.
Foods, like it's funny. Whole Foods is like Los Angeles only.
Yeah.
And so it's funny when you're coming down the 210 and it goes from Los Angeles County to San Bernardino County.
Mm-hmm.
There's a Whole Foods up against like the street.
Oh, okay,
Is
yeah.
the next
So
one.
then
It
you're
is-
right. Yeah, Sprouts is kind of like the bargain.
Is like the bootleg.
It's like the Temu
the team.
Whole Foods.
Which you know what, for here the high desert, that tracks. That's
Yeah,
about right.
But Sprouts is amazing. I've always liked it. I got this ice cream there the other day. If anybody likes ice cream and you want to eat a little better, it's called protein. It's just protein.
Oh yeah. Mm-hmm.
And that it's so good.
I've had that before.
Yeah.
It's pretty good. Well,
Anyways,
let's talk about truck stuff. Well,
Okay.
what's the update from, because the last time you were on here was 2 years ago, ish, about.
Yeah.
So what's new? What's changed? What's different
Well-
from then to now?
Last time I was kind of a little bit down in the dumps going into it because every event I was trying to go to was failing. Like it was
What do you
when
mean?
Art of Noise got canceled.
Oh.
Then I went to
Forbidden.
Forbidden and ended up in the hospital.
Oh, that was that same
Then-
year.
Yeah, then there was the Art of Noise like redo one that weekend, like the day before we recorded, and you were in
That's
Havasu
right,
that
yeah,
same weekend. And then we were about to go to Mini Nats, so I still hadn't like really got to do anything with the camera yet. I think I even still borrowed like Will's pocket for
Oh yeah.
Mini Nats. Like I didn't have one yet. But after that trip, it was good. Like I really got my sea legs back, it feels like. Like I was telling you guys how I had gone back and like kind of skimmed through my last podcast so I knew like what I had talked about already. But I feel very like I was unsure of myself, and I feel more sure of myself now.
I
And-
noticed that too.
yeah, and then too, I was talking about like not really knowing people anymore and didn't like know where I fit in or what I wanted to do. And now like I still don't necessarily know like what I'm doing, but I feel like I'm on like a good wave of like posting reels and hitting up shows, trying to put some new merch out and stuff like that. I really like making the videos, so I think
Yeah.
my page is kind of starting to lean a little bit more towards that. Like I like making,
You've definitely hit a
Making
stride with
reels.
your videos.
yeah, like
Definitely.
I don't know how to explain it, but I feel like my page feels a little bit different than like what other people are doing. Like everybody
Oh,
kind of
yeah,
has
for
like
sure.
their own lanes of how they're trying to do stuff and the way that they post things. So
Yeah.
I don't know. I like going to my page and looking at it as like a whole, but
I do that too.
like I'll go back and watch my own videos and I'm like, I don't care that 16 people liked this. Like it's rad.
Yeah. You know, I hear a lot of like video creators and stuff talk about that, about how like they'll make a video and then post it and they're like, that's the last time I ever saw it. Not me.
No.
I go back and watch them all the time.
Yeah. Well, I was even
Especially for reference too, because since we do like a lot of the same shows over and over and over and over again, I like to go reference to see like let's make it a little bit different, or like am I making the exact same video kind of thing? I don't know.
Yeah. Well, what I've been trying to do is kind of like go to a show, try and get as much footage while I'm there while also doing the booth. So it kind of just depends. Like, I'll get into mini knots this year, but like in general, I try and go to a show, get as much footage as possible. Then like a day or two after, or if I'm really excited for it, maybe even like the day of, especially too if like long trips like that's like I got 3 days in the car, like might as well just be sitting back here making videos. I got nothing else to do. So I want to make like a little show like recap video, and then also all of the clips kind of like spread those out through the next like couple weeks and stuff. So there's kind of always something. Maybe one reel had like a bunch of clips in it, and then another one is just like one clip. Maybe it doesn't have music to it. Maybe it's just the raw audio, like that kid that's like screaming for that car that's like hopping, and like when we were talking to the guy that was all excited, we were all hyped about the guy with the static drop truck.
Yeah, that was so cool.
What? Like, I wanted to post that as like, that was our real reaction. And now you're kind of understanding this guy's truck a little bit more too, versus just putting a cool clip and people could scroll past it and just be like, oh yeah, it's another bag truck. It wasn't bad.
Do you ever find that the clips that have like this is what I found, and I don't know if it's different for you, but like if I shoot a bunch of clips for a show and then I make like a recap video of the show just in like an Instagram reel, and there's a lot of cuts and it's pretty heavily edited, versus a clip that's just like a one shot with music over it, I don't know why those always do better.
Yeah.
Do you find that as well?
It depends. Like, so I'm saying, like, it doesn't make sense of what people like. And at the same time, I feel like more people actually like what they're seeing, but they might not be tapping the button. So like I was explaining to him how I do that all the time. Like I will see a really cool video and I'm like, oh my God, this is so awesome. I'll even share it to my story.
And you won't like it?
I'll send it to like 6 different people. And then I didn't even like or comment that person's thing because I had watched it like 12 times at this point. Like, this is so cool and sharing it. But like, I didn't give them any recognition. So I won't realize it until somebody reacts to it. Like say you like heart it or whatever. And then I'm like, oh, let me watch it again to see if it was a funny video or a cool video. Like, let me just experience it again. And I'm like, oh, I didn't even like, so I know that people do that to me too,
like to your videos.
I see. So I don't really take it to heart. I still just make things for me, so I think they're cool. I don't really care if nobody else likes it. I'm just gonna keep posting what I want and trying to like mix it up.
That's kind of when we were talking about your truck build and when you got your truck and how you were really excited for it. I made that comment. I said how you want others to be excited for your truck, you also have to be excited for everybody else's. Not everybody's, but even just the simple like going out of your way to liking something or going out of your way to make a comment on YouTube or watching someone else's video. Like, it's almost like a good karma thing. You know what I mean? But it also just like, oh, he's interacting with me, I'm going to interact with him. If you're not interacting with other people, they're not going to interact with you. And if they interact with you and you're not re-engaging with them, they can drop off too. It's a whole different thing than what she's talking about.
Well, it's kind of different, but same.
Yeah, it's
like,
just
what I kind of chalk it up to, and I'm trying to. It's funny because like just the other day, like when about the it was yesterday when I like reacted to all the real or TikToks that you sent me. And I said, oh, I'm just trying to be a better internet friend. And I think that's kind of, it sounds funny and weird, but I think there's some validity to that. Like just being a good internet like consumer, like, because like you said, I want people to like my stuff. I have to do my due diligence to go out there and be proactive.
And we always say
engage.
Like, comment on our videos. It helps out. When was the last time you commented on someone's YouTube video? Right. Same here. So I'm trying now to like engage on, even if I just put, hey, great video or react to something in the video and make sure that I'm taking the time
Yeah.
to put the comment in and thumbs up the video.
I'm bad at YouTube because a lot of times I'm watching it on my TV.
Yeah. And I think that's more
and
and more.
I'm not liking it. Like,
No, that makes
there's
sense.
people that I've been watching their videos for 10 years, and I'll be like, I wasn't even subscribed to them this whole time. Like, I'm just one little person, but all those one little people add up over time.
Yeah.
So,
But YouTube knows that more people are watching it on TV because they're pushing that, right? So they're pushing that as a platform. So they know it's in the analytics, and that's why, too, numbers don't mean as much as they used to. Views, yes, but thumbs up and comments and subscribes. Because people that are coming up now that just started watching YouTube, if they're watching it more on their TV, then they're not subscribing. They're not doing that thing. So
that's why they more heavily rely on like watch time and engagement and stuff like that.
Yeah.
I think too that's why shorts are kind of working out for people too on YouTube, is that people can watch these little clips, and then like I'll notice if, say, I'm watching YouTube, you have YouTube up at work and I'm listening to like a podcast or something. When the main one comes up and then it has like the bar below it that's like suggested shorts too, like I'll just click on one randomly to see what it is, and then all of a sudden I'm on this loop
On your TV?
on YouTube. No,
at work. You said at work.
on the
Oh, I see.
computer. That will make me get into other stuff because it's almost like you're watching a little commercial of another thing
of the video that they want you to watch.
Or there's a lot of times where I'm like, oh, I've never listened to that entire podcast, but I've watched full episodes in clips.
Oh yeah.
Across
Which
all
is
platforms.
that's really smart for like podcasts and stuff to have a clip channel as well.
Well, also, who's watched an entire movie on TikTok in parts?
Oh yeah, I've done that.
And I'll go to the comments and like, tell me why I did never watch this movie except in 37 parts on TikTok. Because I've caught myself doing that. I'm like, I've never seen this show. I'm like, huh. And I'll watch the whole thing and then I'll go, next part. And I'm watching it. I'm like, I could just go watch this on Netflix. But then I'll start watching it on Netflix and I'm like, I get bored.
Well, that's what's so weird too about like time spent on your phone, where everything is like you have to catch everybody in the first 3 seconds because everybody has a attention span of a goldfish. Like everybody's just doing this all day long, that you have to be posting something to make them stop and actually watch your video in the first like 3 to 5 seconds. But then there is also these people that are making 85-part story times, and people are sitting watching these 25-minute videos. I'm like, what is like?
It could be like a disconnect, Like I find that myself too. Like my attention span is going down, and that could be a thing. A way around that is to just, if we make them little bite-sized little nuggets, eventually we'll finish the whole bag.
I've said it before a long time ago when we kind of started making more reels, and I think when you got the Pocket and you were like going to make more reels and stuff, and I was like, that's important, but it's also important to just keep doing the thing you like doing. So like I like making horizontal, long form content.
Yeah.
That might be unpopular now, but like how you were saying, everyone just scrolls.
Yeah.
I think that's going to go away soon.
Yeah, I really feel like people are going to start leaning back into like old YouTube.
Yeah, exactly. Because you can only scroll so much, right? Because then,
and then
for a year, let's say a year, because we scroll all like Instagram, TikTok constantly, but then it becomes this thing where you're just like, I've seen all this.
Yeah. It becomes
Nothing
boring.
is funny. Like I will try to literally find something to send one of you guys sometimes.
Really?
I'm like, oh, I haven't sent them a funny video, and I was like, this sucks, this sucks, this sucks. Well, this kind of all sucks.
Yeah.
So
Sometimes I get
the
on a roll
dopamine's
where
running
I am
out.
like snorting, crying, laughing, and I'm just like,
yeah, then
Will
there's
and
that-
Brian.
Yeah.
Will and Brian are just getting all of these videos over and over.
Sometimes I'll send you like 3 in a row. I'm like, she's probably like, what the hell are you sending me all these? And I go, no, she's done this to me too. So I'm like,
because
send.
I'm like, you watch a funny video and then the next one that comes up is funny too. So then I'm just like, send, scroll, send, scroll, send. And then I go back and I'm like, oh yeah, he's been doing the same thing. Will's been doing the same thing. Like,
Or have you ever sent, so I get the funny ones usually from like you and my buddy Matt Dower.
Matt, Dower's the best.
But they're a little different sometimes. But sometimes they line up. So, but I've sent Matt Dower back things that he's just sent me
Oh, really?
because I'm like, who sent? I don't know. I'm watching and I'm like, I don't know who. Because I'll wake up in the morning and I have like 5 people that send me stuff. And as I'm watching the one, I was like, which one of the 5 people sent me that?
Yeah.
Well, I think Matt will like this one, so I'll send it back to him, and then I'll go out of it, and it's like the same one.
Yeah.
Like, hey, man, sorry about that.
Or the funniest thing you said recently was how all of our periods synced up on TikTok.
Yeah, because you had,
All of our algorithms finally just
you
kind of...
sent me something that Will just sent me on TikTok, because me and Will send each other TikToks back and forth, too. And I was like, yeah, Will just sent me that, and you just sent me that. I was like, our periods are synced.
Yeah. Yeah. It's wild. Yeah, I definitely feel like we're at some sort of flashpoint when it comes to that, because I'm feeling that the same way. Like, my attention span is... Can I put myself on blast a little bit?
Of course, we love that.
So, and I didn't know if
We
I
love
wanted
that
to...
here on Pergin with Pretty Low.
Yeah. I didn't know if I was going to put this out there, but because it makes me sound so incredibly dumb. But I feel like it's important to say because it is the state in which we are in currently. I was watching a commercial on TV. Like, not even a commercial. It was like I was watching like Hulu, and it was like the little ad breaks they do in between something you're watching. And it was like the dumbest commercial. I'm like, I wonder what the comments say about this. I'm like,
On
an ad on TV.
Yeah.
I'm like, no, dumbass. Like, there's no comments. Like, that was my first instinct to say, I wonder what the comments are saying about this.
Because that's where you go straight to is the comments.
Exactly. But it was really a weird thing to be like pulled out of that, because that like it's a different world.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah,
It
well,
was
yeah,
just
it
really
is.
strange.
You were looking at it too, and you wanted validation from other people that this was
Oh,
insane of what you were watching.
That's-
Like,
Yeah, because
Very
a lot of
true.
times when you go to the comments, the first comment was like, I came here to the comment
Yeah.
section
Yeah.
faster than that.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah,
Because
yeah.
the comment
I
section
tripped
is...
and broke my leg trying to get to the comments.
Yeah.
because the comment section now has become part of the entire
Yeah.
experience.
Right.
Right.
Oh,
So-
yeah, yeah.
So it's not just the funny video; it's also the comment section, and now creators have done that to where they take the comments, put them in, and they make a comment video. So
Yeah.
it's like this whole thing. But going back to like the scrolling and all that, and we kind of touched on the way here. It's like there still has to be substance to your platform, right? So if you're just constantly talking about things you're going to do, or about like where's the substance in it? Like, we could talk about going to shows all day long, but if we don't actually go to the show and make little fun things, like, then we're just essentially talking, and you're going to get to the end of those certain channels or the certain things, and you're just going to be like, I'll move on to the next thing.
Well, and to apply that to something else that's currently like happening in our world, that's what happened with at least for me with my truck.
Yeah.
That was that analogy was like the Forerunner was sort of like had already kind of like filled its role, and it was getting to the end of that, and I was like, well, now I want to do something new to kind of like refresh the whole thing.
To be fair, you could have stretched that out and did more to the Forerunner, though.
Oh yeah, for sure. But I was already over the
But
Forerunner.
you were over the Forerunner.
I was personally over the Forerunner.
And that made the content over.
Yeah, because like you're saying,
yeah.
it wasn't genuine, and I wasn't excited about making
Yeah,
it.
you were forcing
I was forcing myself to make that.
So
And now, like with the Toyota, with the Tacoma, it's like I cannot wait to make the next thing. Like I'm in this weird limbo spot with nothing going on, and I'm like, I can't wait to do that. So yeah, that's exactly people could see
they could see right through you.
Yeah, if you're disingenuous,
people
like nope.
And yeah, because you can go to the comment section on certain videos, and they will start to pick up on things. Because if you follow long form content where people are vlogging and van life or whatever, right? Like, if you're a certain way, the comments they'll be like, hey man, are you depressed?
Oh.
Hey man,
Yeah.
are you like, I could see it in your videos. I could like, and you're like, oh yeah, you can't fool the
you
fool
can
the
tell
audience.
that the person just like isn't into it anymore.
Yeah.
Another thing too with that of just like the way people post is I'm getting really irritated with the pages that are like, it's not even an ad, it's just everybody became this like influencer in a way that's teaching. It feels like multi-level marketing. Like all of these people just changed into teaching you how to grow your following by these steps below, and the video is 3 seconds long, so they're just getting all these views because you have to read the caption and the video is actually looping. So while you're trying to read this, the video is played 75 times
Pause
for this
the video.
person. But the problem is is that there's so many of those pages, and then it's just filling up the internet with that. So then the whole point of what you're doing is supposed to be getting views to show whatever you're creating, show whatever you're doing, and it's just a bunch of people telling everybody how to get more views, but for what?
Right.
Like,
And
what am I looking at? You're not showing me anything.
And they all have their little DJI mic, and they talk into it, and their voice is always the same, right? It's always that like, do you want more YouTube views?
Oh,
let me show you what you, and it's like this. They're
yeah,
like pointing
what
up to the
you are gonna do.
And they always have the little mic like this, and it's like,
maybe I haven't
take
not
that microphone and don't hold it like that. That's my comment on all those videos. Wear the microphone correctly. Like if you want me to tell you how to do something, like you're trying to tell people how to get views and make videos and get engagement.
Yeah, let me
how
tell
about
you.
you take the stuff you have and make it right. Like that'd be like taking a camera and like pointing it away from you. And shaking it like this, and then telling people how to do it. It's like, no, you take the microphone, put it under your shirt, you hide it, and then you talk.
Yeah.
Well, that's
then
how
you-
those pages are too. Like if you actually clicked on one of those pages that's teaching you how to do, all their videos are just teaching you the same thing.
Yeah.
They're not even talking half the time. They're just going,
Oh yeah.
Oh, okay, yeah, okay.
like, get out of here. I want to see people who are actually talented, and those people get 4 views and 10 likes while your dumb page has 100,000 views and likes, and you're not even doing anything
Right,
cool.
yeah.
You're teaching people how to do something.
I
Like,
think
Is this like a what platform is it? TikTok or?
all of them.
Because I'm like I've seen I can identify what you guys are saying, but I don't think I've been exposed to as much as you guys have been.
Yeah, I
Yeah.
think me and you were talking about something different too, because there's so many people out there that will have equipment, whether like whatever, and they get their podcast mic, and then they look at directly in the camera, and they start to teach you about how to do things when they're not doing the thing. They're just telling you how to do the thing, and you look at their channel and you're like, you've made nothing.
Yeah, that's what I
Yeah,
mean.
it's
Is
a lot
that
of
they're
nonsense.
You've
they're
just
teaching
spent
you,
money.
but their whole page is just a multi-level marketing scam
Yeah.
of like they're just teaching you, but it's like, how are you teaching me when there's no record of anything cool that you've ever done?
Yeah.
Like,
Right,
why
yeah.
would I follow you?
Yeah.
Follow
Luckily,
your,
YouTube is
Send me some more of those because I'm a little unfamiliar on that stuff.
get Frank's algorithm correct.
Yeah, my algorithm's a little out of sync. Yeah.
Yeah.
This doesn't have to do with that, but one thing that's like annoying to me
Oh yeah, you're a new iPhone user.
with photos is, so people started doing like carousels on Instagram with like multiple pictures. I hate when people do the like scroll, like they're trying to show one big image.
Oh,
and I
yeah.
understand that, but it doesn't translate well
Right.
on Instagram. Like you're making me finger
Yeah.
my phone to try and
Yeah, I
like
know exactly what you're talking about.
see the whole image, and then like also when you're looking at it, you're like, you kind of wasted one of your photo
Because
like
it's
you
like
only
a
get
weird
20
cut.
things to post or whatever, and like technically this photo is just like this much of the bumper and then
Right.
like nonsense, and then the whole rest of the photo is like the back of the truck. Like I just want people to post photos so I can see the whole thing at one time. And they don't do that, and I don't like it.
that goes back to a conversation that we had with Pinstripe Chris, and it goes back to Pinstripe Chris posted I think it was on YouTube, and it was right before I had talked about not doing show videos anymore, and Chris talked about the social media platforms essentially controlling you in a way
Yeah.
of this is
Like what
trendy.
you're gonna
If
do.
you do this, you get more views. If you do this, you get more engagement. If you do this, and it becomes this thing where you're trying to keep up with the engagement because you were so worried about it. And then that goes back to me saying, I'm just going to film horizontally. I'm going to make what I want to make, and eventually that's going to come back around. You know what I mean? Like, yes, I'm paying attention to certain things.
Yeah.
You
And
know?
you can do like a 3-stack with it anyway.
Yeah,
Or just
like-
make a one that is just
Because
the video. Like,
Instagram and TikTok and that is not that's not my thing.
you're a
Right.
YouTuber.
Yeah, I like making this style video, and I can also use that for the other things. But if the other thing is like, hey, you'd get more engagement if you film this vertically, I'm like,
Yeah,
yeah, but I don't care about that.
Yeah.
You know,
That's
like
how I feel about a lot of things when it comes to Pretty Lows. Like I'm gonna do it how I want to do it, and I don't care to follow trends because the trends are done within 3 days too. Like there's everything's viral and everything is a trend, and it's like, no, do like unique things.
Yeah.
Try
Well,
and
just
mix
do
it
you.
up.
Just do what
Like
you
back
want to
in
do.
like I'll do a trend maybe if it's like, let's bring back the Harlem Shake or something, where it's like doing something big like that.
And there are fun trends like that. Like there's a bunch of TikTok dances that come and go, right? So you'll see like a one song and a certain dance, right?
Yeah.
And then all the people do it, and then that goes away, and then it's the next one. That's fun, and it's fun for people that like to do that.
Yeah.
I'm not going to do that,
Right.
Yeah.
You know, but like if you want to, that's cool because it entertains me. So but it's when everyone tries to. It's when you just pay attention to trends too much, and then you forget about what you're trying to do.
And you go on your phone and it's, darling, hold my hand.
Oh my gosh! If I hear that one more time,
You. Welcome to Jet 2 Holiday.
if I hear that one more time, I lose my freaking mind.
That one, those are kind of funny though sometimes.
No, they're
if
funny.
They're done
But what
right.
I'm saying is like using that as an example because
Oh,
it's
yeah,
the
'cause
current
it's
one.
the
But you
current
go
one.
on your phone and you're like, it's the same as when everybody's using $1 Million Baby.
Yeah,
You're on
yeah.
your phone and like, oh, so this is just what the internet is for
Right.
the next
It's
3
it's
days.
what it's because. Yeah, exactly. No one's trying to find a song or they're just using that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And
For
they're
every single
it's
video.
like using a meme wrong. You know what I mean? Like if a surprise dog, and it's they write something and the words don't go with the meme. You're like, you did that wrong, and you now ruined it.
It works that way with fashion too. Like I was saying that at the Super Bowl when I was like, nobody's gonna tell me what kind of socks I'm gonna wear. Like I'm not gonna get shamed by a teenager about
Right.
socks, pants, a shirt, because in 2 weeks you're gonna be wearing the short socks again. They're already coming back. All of a sudden they're like, you know what's hot? Skinny jeans. You guys have been bashing the older generation for like 2 years now about skinny jeans, and now they're like, as if it's a new trend.
Because
I'm
wasn't
like,
Jenko just back in for a minute?
So
Yeah.
I just went to my 16-year-old's back to school night yesterday, a couple days ago, at the high school that I graduated from. And I'm standing there. I ran into an old friend. I've known her for like 30 years. And so we're standing there. I'm wearing a Wu-Tang shirt. She's wearing a 311 shirt. And she's there. She's wearing a Dodger shirt. But I was like, isn't it funny? Here we are. In this, because, we all graduated from the same high school. Here we are 30 years later, 25 years later, graduated from this high school, standing here wearing band shirts, and then I look over and I start looking at the kids. They dress exactly how we dressed in high school. I looked over and I saw this one person, and they had just big black baggy shirt, big baggy jeans, etnies, like puffy etnies, and I'm like, this is the strangest thing.
I had those white and baby blue Osiris back in the
Oh,
day,
yeah,
and
yeah.
those came back recently where I was like, do I get some just for like nostalgia? I'm not going to wear
It's
them.
not
but,
even a
like,
throwback anymore. It's just that's the.
But also, what I found interesting is like, as like when you were a kid, you never identified with your parents. Their fashion, their music was so foreign to you at the time. But I think maybe just at the age I had kids, and some people that I know had kids, and my age and everything, it's come to this like perfect point to where it is. I can identify with these kids now. I know exactly how they feel, like how they're dressing, what they're listening to. I saw another girl walk by. She's walked by wearing an Affliction t-shirt.
Yeah.
Well, what's even
there
happening?
is that, and then there
Von
is
Dutch is huge now.
Oh, is
it
Like,
Von
all
Dutch
the
coming
Von
back?
Dutch like hats and everything. Like
That's coming
kids
back.
are spending like $300 on a trucker hat. I'm like,
Oh, so yeah, that's
dude.
fully back.
yeah, that's
Yeah.
fully back. Well, how many people are walking around with Nirvana and Kurt Cobain t-shirts?
Yeah.
And I'm like-
exactly.
I'm like, that's crazy.
It is, because I wouldn't like if I was in high school.
You're not wearing
Well-
a Doors t-shirt,
Yeah, exactly. But I mean, they're
Jefferson Airplane.
yeah. That's exactly some of the examples I was going to use. But there were people doing that, but not really.
But
Like
no,
I'm
but
not
Doors
gonna wear a
was-
Janis Joplin shirt.
Doors was still like there was like the metalheads, right?
Mm-hmm.
Because I was into like the Guns N' Roses, like that was kind of my thing, and so that group of people was still into the Doors,
Yeah,
and still
yeah.
Led Zeppelin and all that. So there is kind of, but then there is the younger kids now too that are into things that, like some of the hip hop stuff, and you're just like,
Mhm. Oh yeah.
where you can't understand it. The ones that are into the rock stuff, yeah, right. But some of the stuff that's into the hip hop stuff, you're just like, yeah, I
Like, are you saying teens that are into current hip hop?
Yeah,
or
like how
teens
he
that
was
are
saying
getting
he-
into like old '90s rap.
No, like current hip hop. Like how he was saying he can identify with the kids now because like they're wearing an Affliction shirt. But then
Oh,
there's,
but if
there's
it's a kid that's into hip hop,
there's
like,
a
I
whole
don't know how to relate
different
to you.
set of of younger kids that are into certain things, and you're just like the kids that came up to us at RCC that one time, and they were like, we couldn't even understand what they were saying.
Oh yeah.
Like mumbling.
Yeah, like
Kinda?
just they were short. They shorten words, and then the slang that they use is completely different.
Mm-hmm.
That's another thing too, like slang.
Yeah, we sound like a bunch of old
No,
heads.
I'm gonna do the opposite. Is that slang? All you do it too. Like the people now that are parents, though, you guys age yourself and turn yourselves into lame parents by making fun of the kids' new, like, I see people in there like use the terms wrong to try and make fun of their kid, but I'm like, you just look and sound stupid when you could be a cool parent, because we all had our own language, and the generation before that had their own language, and the generation before that, like, everybody comes up with their own words. And it's crazy to me that our generation, like, the three of us kind of have different, bigger age gaps between us. Like, there's probably like a 10 to 12 range of like us. So you might say different, like, you grew up in high school with different words than I used, but like the kids are using like Riz and bussin' and whatever, like, but you as a parent, not, I'm using you as an example, but all of the parents of the internet were doing it, where they're like making fun of their child for using those words when really they could have just shut up and not said anything, or be part. I don't know how to like explain what I'm trying to say.
No,
like,
I get what you're trying to.
You're making yourself lame. You're making yourself the lame,
and then turn around and say like,
oh,
this, I don't understand these kids, or these kids don't understand me, kind of thing.
Yeah,
or it's
or
like you've
their
created that
music.
wedge.
These kids and their music. It's like, maybe they listen to bad music because you, the parent, didn't teach them about cool music.
Right.
Like, people keep thinking like, oh, you, like, the way it comes off to me is like, people think that the youths are only allowed to listen to the music of their current time. Where I'm like, when I was a kid, I was listening to like, my mom was listening to classic rock all the time. My dad would listen to like 50s music, and then I was into like grunge, and my like bedroom in probably middle school, I had like Eminem posters on one wall, In Sync in the same room, a giant Limp Bizkit poster. Like, I was just into all types of music, that now it's like, oh, I have a very wide range of music that I like, songs I can go back to use for videos that like remind me of things, maybe songs that people haven't thought of in years, because everybody keeps doing current music or 90s hip hop, like kind of like the OLP 90s 80s like early mini trucking, and then they'll use a lot of like that music for it. But like, I don't know, it's more of like parents, our age parents, you're actively trying to be uncool to your kids.
I always
it's annoying.
I was using this example of like when we started saying that's sick. If you said that in the 50s or the 60s, you'd be like, what's wrong?
I think I screenshotted it, but
and
there
I'm like,
was...
no, like we used it to define something really cool. But that doesn't make sense.
Right.
That's sick. That's really cool. It does, but we still, that's just like, that's all I say. I'm like, oh, that's sick.
Yeah.
So if a kid nowadays says something weird, I'm not gonna be like, that's dumb. I'm just gonna be like, oh, what? That's their thing. You know what I mean?
So this thing says, how to talk to your kid, the hippie. And it came out in 1967.
Oh, okay.
So to find out that this is when some of these terms even came up, groovy obviously, but blow your mind. Nobody had said that'll blow your mind before 1967, and people didn't know what that meant. And it just says an overwhelming revelation. Like, freak out. Parents were not understanding what their kids were saying by, I'm going to freak out. Or in my the nitty gritty was replacement for getting down to brass tacks. Where now I'm the one that's like, what the hell does brass tacks mean? And like, they didn't know what the nitty gritty was.
Mm-hmm.
Turn me on. Turn me on. That wasn't an expression. Like things that just sound so normal to us. It's like, oh my God, later on we're going to be like, that's bussin'.
I have a very unique perspective on all this, having 2 teenage daughters and raising 2 teenage daughters. So I have a very unique perspective for not only raising 2 teenage daughters, but also being hyper aware of the internet, which very early on in raising my kids, like I had to explain to them. I said, look, when you are figuring out who you are and navigating through this world, I am as just tuned in to the world as you are. So don't think you could like kind of pull one over on me or like, you know, but I'm sure they're young and they're smarter than me, obviously. So they're younger, they're smarter. So they are going to pull some stuff over on me. But I was just wanting to make them aware that, look, I exist in this world too. So if there's a popular reference going on, I'm pretty sure that I know it. And it's funny because, you know, me being who I am, going through TikTok, scrolling. Have you heard the kids talk about 6'7"? 6'7". Okay, so that's the thing that they do is they go, it doesn't matter where it came from or what it means. It just, they do this thing. They say 6'7". So one day I'm scrolling through TikTok and I just kind of notice all these videos are like 6'7". So then I wait for my kid to come home and I test it on him. So I go up to my older one and I'm all 6'7", and she's like, "What's that?" And I'm like, "Oh, you don't even know what that is." And then I did it to my older one, and she didn't know what it was. And then fast forward like 6-7 months, they're like 6'7". I was like, I said that 6 months ago, and you guys didn't know what it was. And then another one that just recently came up. Have you ever heard "Start Digging in Your Butt, Twin"? No. Okay, so there's this new thing that kids are saying, and
we find out what Frank does all day. So he gets ahead of term.
But what does 6'7" mean?
Okay, so the original meaning of it's from a rap song, and the guy's like blah 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 6'7". Like I think he's referring to his height. I think
like 6 foot, 7 foot.
No, like 6, like I'm 6'7", and then I said, it doesn't matter.
You know, imagine putting a 67 C10 on a T-shirt and then using that reference on the shirt.
Oh, there you go. Write that down. So like I'm doing, you know, I'm out in the internet, out in the mud, and I come across "Start Digging in Your Butt, Twin," and it's an acronym. Okay, so it's just the first letter, and the origin of that is someone took a SpongeBob clip from the show and then just voice overed it that said, "Hey, Mr. Krabs, start digging in your butt, twin." So then I thought it was funny, so I'm like, I'm gonna test this one on my kids. So they come home, test on the little one first. I said, "Hey, start digging in your butt, twin." She's like, "Why did you say that?" And I was like, "What do you mean?" She's like, I'm like, "What do you mean?" And she's like, "Why are you saying that?" Like, and then I thought, I'm like, maybe am I kid, like, is this some sort of sexual connotation that I'm not getting? And then I'm like, okay. So then my older one came home. I said, "Hey, start digging in your butt, twin." And she's like, "What is that?" So she didn't know. And then so like there's a few days goes by and we're back and forth on it. And then when I found out that it just sounds very sexual, because actually my little one had no idea what it meant. And so she just comes off the bus and she gets in the truck. I go, "Start digging in your butt, twin." And she's like, "Whoa, dude."
Yeah. But how did you come across this SpongeBob thing?
What, you ask me what I do all day. I get very
different.
deep
like,
into
the you're talking about also sound like memes. Almost.
Yeah, well,
like,
they're very meme based.
A language.
But now, so that was a month ago. Fast forward to now, and my kids' softball team, that's all they will say to each other. They'll either say the acronym or the whole thing. So it's just like, it's just this zeitgeist kind of like.
Even that too. There's people that I meet that are like my age, and they don't know things that are very like big pop culture stuff. Mm-hmm. Like my friend Jessica at work, she didn't know like the song "Getting Jiggy with It" by
Will Smith.
Will Smith, yeah, and like just different things like that where you're like, how do you not? Well, you were in the same world, right? Like I wish I could think of more examples, but they blow my mind all the time.
A perfect example is of like, you know, you're talking to somebody and you're like, "Yeah, that part in the Karate Kid," and they're like, "Oh, I've never seen it." And then so I'm very like myself, I'm very gentle with that, because it's like the immediate reaction is like, "You've never seen Karate Kid," you know?
I don't think I've ever actually watched that whole movie.
See, you may not have seen it. This is a big world with a lot of people in it, and there's only so much media one can consume. So there's a chance that the most popular thing on this planet, one person has never heard of. So, and I think what happens to a lot of us, especially our age group, is we like to go like, oh my god, what's almost like what's wrong with you?
Yeah.
But now I try to take that to like, oh, you should really check it out. It's a really good movie, and it's got a really big following and blah
Like
blah
Fight
blah.
Club.
There's
Like like Fight Club. Yeah, there's some people who have not seen Fight Club. Oh yeah, you haven't seen Fight Club.
Yeah.
What you should watch a movie. It's a really good movie.
It's a running joke now.
Oh,
Yeah.
speaking of, never mind. I guess we're just freestyle.
Yeah.
We're just free going, right?
This is
There's a scene in Fight Club, and I'd never noticed it until TikTok pointed it out. I'm like, oh man, that is freaking brilliant. There's the scene when Tyler and Edward Norton's character are coming out, which are the same character.
Yeah.
They're coming out of this
Closet?
place. No, they're coming out of
Fight
a building.
Club's actually a gay
Lou's
movie.
Tavern.
I don't know. They're coming.
Sign out sign says Lou's Tavern. I'm fucking Lou. Who the fuck are you?
All right. So they're coming out of the building. They get in the car. Tyler gets in the passenger seat, and then Edward Norton gets in the driver's seat.
Quit
And-
hitting the table.
Oh, sorry. Anyway, because essentially, if you haven't seen a Fight Club, I'm going to spoil it for you. They're the same.
I have
person.
not seen the Fight Club.
Well, I'm going to spoil it for you. They're the same guy.
It's my fault.
It's like an alter ego type thing.
Okay.
But the director was so careful in planning out shots that he says, well, Tyler would never be driving the car because he's not real. So of course he's going to get in. So, I'm sorry, that's what it would be. So it was Tyler getting in. They both got in the passenger side, but then Edward Norton's character slid over. And then they cut to the guys in the back, because the guys in the back, they just see one person. They don't see two people. So, and this guy's having a conversation with himself. So they cut to the guys in the back, and they're like so confused on what's happening in
Is
the
it the
situation.
crash scene?
I think so.
Because that's the one that I sent you where I was like, I want to remake this clip with the headlights in the rain.
Oh yeah,
When he crashes the car.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah. Oh yeah, exactly. And then go back and watch that scene. What side does Edward Norton get out on? He gets out of the driver's side. He gets in the car on the passenger side, but he gets out of the car on the driver's side.
Yeah, there's so much hidden stuff in that. Even there's like subliminal Brad Pitts that get
the
pop
cigarette
up throughout the movie.
Well, yeah, because that was part of the plot.
Mm-hmm.
Anyway,
Well, I was telling him too, this is kind of Pretty Little related, is like going into, I love movies so much and I want to make movies like
make a movie.
Yeah, well, not even necessarily make a movie, but like I just love movies so much. I'm so interested in it. Like the way things are filmed, I like so many different styles too, that I kind of want to make videos in the style of whatever.
That'd be
so,
really
like,
cool.
I want to mix up a bunch of stuff. I don't know how much I should even say on here because I feel like other people are going to steal my shit now.
You know what? The amount of effort you're talking about putting into something like that,
they're
not
going
going
to
to do it. Yeah, they're not going to do it.
That
One of the reasons we don't do a lot of the stuff we talk about. It takes a lot of effort.
It does.
It's a lot of time and effort.
It
and
does,
like,
yeah.
What we said on the way here, it's like if all the keys if we just put everything in place, we could do
I
it.
was like, anything's possible literally if I had I have these people, but we all have to like come together. Like if the three of us and Will and even like Nick all went in on making one thing together, it's like it would be.
Yeah. And then everybody has their own strengths and weaknesses.
Yeah.
Well, and then everyone has their own role too, because we talked about this a little bit, and I'm just like, if you have an idea, and I have some of the equipment, like you could be the director. You don't always have to be the cameraman.
Right.
You don't always have to be the person with the ideas. You don't always like someone might have a way better ideas than I do, but then they don't have some of the things that I do
Right.
to make that happen. And so we just work as a team. And it's like that's how movies are made.
Yeah,
You have-
no,
you
exactly.
and then like I'm not a good colorist, right? So I'm trying to learn more on that because I think I've got like my editing down pretty good, like my storytelling down pretty good. Now I'm moved on to like trying to get colors and figure that part of it out. But you know, you always have a colorist. So you get your film completely done. You send it to a sound person. You send it to a colorist, and that's kind of like what you're talking about. Everyone's got their strengths, but then they also just have their. Sometimes you got to just like let someone else take
shine.
that
Let them shine.
role in that, and then the end product becomes this really cool thing that everyone put together.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And on the same thing as what we were talking about a couple weeks ago or last week or whenever we did, is we are so hard on ourselves to create content. Like you guys asked me about my Midnight Nats video. It's this close to being done. But we're hard on ourselves like, I just can't get this video done. Yeah, but I shot that entire video. I've edited it together. I've curated the clips. I've done everything myself for an almost 40-minute video.
Yeah.
It takes teams of people to create 40 minutes of content for like Netflix.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
We were talking about like show coverage, like, and you even on the last podcast or the one before, you were like, there's only so many times I can pan this way and pan this way
Right. Mm-hmm.
and do this. We're like, yeah, you do want to do more creative stuff, but then you're also limited to the amount of time that you have at this event that you're at.
Exactly.
So actually what I want to do is mix it up more of doing like I want to start making, I will start posting YouTube videos in 2026. Like I have a plan for a video being posted on New Year's Day.
Oh, cool.
Like, and then that will lead into me posting things like monthly on YouTube until it grows into twice a month or whatever starts happening. But like, maybe it's not all just like car shows. It could be different things.
Yeah.
So what I want to do too is I have all these ideas that I want to actually start making pretty low ads. Like I want to make commercials for my stuff that's like a truck video, but it's also an ad at the same time. And doing that wouldn't be at a car show, so I would have more time to plan it out.
Kind of like your car wash video that you recently
even
did.
that was like I just happened to be at the car wash and that took 4 seconds to do. Like, but if I actually had taken a ton of time, it could have been a million times better. And
But it was already like really good.
Literally, that was like 10 minutes of work while I was there, and I just, like I was telling him, I'm like, I'm pretty sure if somebody gave me any song and any clips, I could make them go with each other. Like, just.
That's a really, okay, so this is really interesting because I wanted to actually bring this up, like an actual podcast question to talk about is if you start doing that now, you're at a much more advantage point, because if you straight out of the gate said, all right, look, these are ads, I'm selling t-shirts and they have cool trucks in them. Where we kind of went backwards. We're like, here's these cool videos. By the way, we also sell t-shirts. You know, like I feel that way. I feel like I almost have to like, I feel like I have to gently show the audience my product. Like, okay, this is a really cool video. Thank you for watching, but also this. But if you start at the beginning and you're like, hey, we're a clothing brand. These are ads with cool trucks. Maybe it'll have better traction.
Yeah,
you know, because I was gonna
known more for like making cool, unique stuff that other people aren't making, and not with like too much stuff happening. Like I want it to really feel like an ad, not feel like this crazy video and there's all this stuff like filters and glitches, and I feel like that's what everybody's doing now to like draw people in, and I'm like, I think I had a seizure watching that. Like I need things to be calmer so I can actually understand what I'm looking at and what the person is trying to show. I saw a video recently and it was somebody that was cutting somebody's hair, and it was like that, where it was like 8 different colors and the photos are, I'm like, I couldn't even see the hair.
It goes right back to trend.
Yeah.
So that became a thing.
Yeah.
Because people thought you had to do so much, and then what happened is then CapCut became a thing, and then there's like these pre-existing filters.
You're right.
And now with AI, you can just be like this, and everyone thinks that's a video they need to make.
I feel
and
like I'm gonna have a seizure watching a lot of those videos.
Remember when film burns? Like when I first started Grindr TV, film burns. People were doing a lot of film burns.
We did it a lot.
Explain that
in,
one.
Surface too in one of the videos.
Yeah, so
explain
a
that.
film burn is like it's like if the
Almost
if
looks
you're,
like the film's running out.
yeah, like it's
okay.
like at the film.
It
burn,
does
yeah,
that
yeah.
like yellow and orange.
Jeez.
All a
I'm
fight,
sorry, listeners, and I'm just like punching this.
all a
it's
Fight
mic.
Club.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's like I remember sitting at Cody's and we used film burns in one video, and then he goes, "All right, that's it." And I'm like, "What do you mean?" He goes, we don't need to do that again." You know what I mean? Like maybe a dabble of one. But
Like me with the spin.
yeah.
And Joey was like, "The spin is
I
so cool."
I
when
know,
we were at Disneyland. I'm like, I got to use that very sparsely.
Yeah,
like,
yeah.
It's got to have its moment.
Yeah, it's just like anything else, and everyone thinks that. I had a buddy the other day. I was like, hey, I'm gonna make him like a collage of his stuff, and he's like, this is the one that I like, and he showed me one, and I was like, I was like, look, you do whatever you want. I'm not gonna make that for you because that's not what I do. I was like, you could just plug that into CapCut and have him make it.
Yeah.
I was like, I will just make you literally a video that's a very clean slideshow. I was like, you do really nice work. So let's just show people.
Yeah.
You don't want people to like, it's
It's
upside
too
down. It's split
much.
apart. Now there's a transformer
Like, I
coming
get
through the
that
screen, and now
people-
Godzilla's
yeah.
blowing a building apart. And it's just
People
like,
are
whoa.
excited and they're having fun with it, and I get it, but it's like, it's almost like, have you ever edited photos and then you got to go back the next day and re-look at them and you're like, what was I doing last night? Like, I was off the rails of like making everything too much and like got to tone it down. But back to the video thing is like wanting to do, am I close enough?
Yeah, you're good.
Wanting to do actual ads for merch and like different things. But then also, since I want to do different videos in the version of blah 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 movie, like I was listing all these movies the other day, like Fight Club. Everybody was doing like the now I'm blanking on his name, of course.
No, it's fine.
Wes Anderson.
Oh, yeah.
Everybody's
Oh,
doing
yeah,
the
yeah.
Wes Anderson
Yeah.
trend. I'm a big Wes Anderson fan,
Yeah,
and I'm like, I could do that better. Like,
Yeah.
I could do it correctly. You guys just made the colors look that way.
But the thing with that is like that was a trend for a while, and it was like done. So if you took the time and you went through it and did all that, and it's objectively better than everything else, people are gonna be like, oh, that's just part of that trend.
Like, I want to do but I don't care.
No, I know, I
know
get it. No, I get it. But it's just, I'm just saying that's sort of like the thing everything is up against.
Yeah, you're up
While
against
it-
mediocrity, and when you do it really well,
Right.
it just blends into the mediocrity.
Exactly.
'Cause
And
some people will tell the difference, but
Mm-hmm.
in the grand scheme of things, they won't. But as long as you are happy with what you did, that's all that matters.
that's to what you're saying is like, if you are just consistently doing what you like to do and doing it well,
then
because
nothing else matters.
The example that and I'm sorry to derail you over there, but my example of that was the trend for a while where it was like a guy, almost said kid, but that's not the right way to say it. A guy walking around and he walks into a burger joint. He's like, "Can I make an ad for you?" And then they're like, "Sure." And then it's like he's like running around and he's like moving his phone like this and like that, and then it's like, "Here's the video." And then you watch a video, and if I was the owner, I'd be like, you know what, that's fine.
Yeah.
You can go ahead, keep that.
It's like,
but what happened was
really hyped for like the most mid video I've
right.
ever watched.
But what happened was someone before made a bad video like that with a lot of effort and time and planning, and then it just evolve.
Yeah.
Devolves. That's like, what's the word I'm trying to say? Like devolve. Anyway.
Like, it's fading out. Basically.
Well, no, it's just like someone came up with something really, really cool, and then someone did it a little less cool, and then it
Yeah,
just
now
gets into this
everybody's
thing.
doing
It's like
it,
going
and
back to
it's
the photo thing you were talking about, where you can enhance certain things on a photo because that's what you do when you develop a photo anyways. And so when you take a picture of something, you enhance certain parts of it, which is fine. But then that transcends into sky replacement that doesn't match the lighting.
Mhm.
It just
Yeah.
you have made the truck so bright, or you have done this weird thing, and then it turned into like cutting the truck out and putting it in an entirely different scene that just looks so bad.
Mm-hmm.
Right? It started at this like light touches.
Mm-hmm. And just over process.
Well, now too, adding AI into that too for everybody is that they'll do the AI version of that, and then everybody's posting their AI whatevers,
Oh,
and
man,
all
I
the
got-
AI pictures look identical
I got
to
an
each other.
opinion.
Oh yeah, well it was you talking about like we were talking about AI, right?
Yeah.
About just how
I hate AI.
yeah, it's just like social media, right? It's a very good tool when used in a way that
What happened is they shouldn't have given it to the world. Like, not everybody should have access to everything.
I have a two-pronged opinion on that. My opinion. Lately, I've been noticing so many car show flyers that are AI made, and not like there's a see if you can pick up what I'm putting down. There's a specific look too that like you can tell.
Smooth.
It's not smooth, but it's like people want to do this like very simplistic one color art, but then they tell AI, say, I need a Toyota that has a desert background with a lowered truck with this text, or maybe not even the text, just like lowered truck, desert background, Toyota on these kind of wheels, single color, and then it'll spit it out. but I've noticed that a lot of car shows are using it's like the same prompt, so it's like coming out the same way.
Oh, yeah.
You know what I mean? And
Yeah.
it's just like I don't know. It looks fine. It looks fine. It does what it is supposed to do, but it's just, it bugs me. But on the other side of the coin, what it has now opened up is like, you can remember back in the day, like people like trying to create car show flyers without paying an artist, so they would like, you know, cut out pictures and glue them together and like copy them and make a flyer that way. This is an easier way to do that. So it's like I said, it's like a two-pronged thing. One, it looks repetitive and it's boring and it's lazy, but on the other side of the coin, it's accessible and it makes something really fast and you can get
and
your
also,
point
what
across.
is it using for? Like you've used AI for making a bunch of fun pictures.
Yeah, it's just like
So
messing
it's like
around.
a fun thing. But then if you are like
But
actually,
not everybody's doing that.
yeah, and it's like now people are doing it with their business. Like if you're a brand,
Yeah.
The fact too that I sent it to you and Will, that was that magazine. It was a girl was at the airport and she's reading a magazine, a beauty magazine. And she opens up to this page and it's a photo of a woman, and the article is about skincare routines and how to make your skin look like this one. Granted, magazines use Photoshop forever, everything's smoothed out. The corner, if you read like the inside of the, like where the
the bind.
yeah, like the binding is, it had the prompt
Oh, really?
written out.
For
So the
the
beautiful woman that you're supposed to be getting this beauty advice from in this magazine
is fake.
is AI generated.
Yeah.
Like,
But also to be fair, to like you said, magazines have been manipulated forever. Like none of that is real.
but the people aren't even real now.
Yeah, that's a
Like,
good point. Yeah,
You can't. People are comparing themselves to people that aren't
that
real.
don't exist.
People are making
That which
even
is
their
dangerous.
images.
It's very dangerous.
People are telling all their secrets
Yes.
to this internet robot that is getting tossed around by all of these different people and sold, and all of your information is just like, you're telling your secrets, man.
Yeah.
Like,
Yeah, it's really weird. And now, like, I don't know if you've seen it. I haven't really paid attention to it, but are there businesses out there like apparel companies using
Yes.
AI?
Oh, 100%. Will
Yes.
was telling us that at least 2 or 3 times a day he gets art that comes across his desk. And he's like, "Oh, this is just AI art." And I'm starting to experience some of that too a little bit, like especially like when we do the softball teams and stuff. The problem with it is, and I'm sure Will runs into the same problem, is the AI generated an image, which is fine. I honestly don't care what it looks like. I'm just going to print it. But the problem is they go, okay, I have this art, and it's this little tiny JPEG picture that AI has spit out. And then you have to explain to them like, well, yeah, that's fine. And I've had to explain this to a couple people. I'm like, that's really cool art, but you're going to need an artist to redraw that because it's too small. Like I can't do anything with it. Like I can't even send it to an artist to have them clean it up. You know what I mean? So
yeah, basically that stuff's kind of only good if you're gonna get like stickers or something printed.
Yeah,
Like
that's-
something
even then
very
it's a
small.
little dodgy because it's really small.
Or you are just using the image
for
to
like
promote
for
whatever.
like your car show, your cruise night that you're doing. And that's what I'm saying. That's why I have a really hard time being critical of it, because like I said, and I'll say it again because I do believe it. It is lazy. It doesn't look like as good as it can be, but it's accessible and it gets your point across, and then that's fine.
Yeah, using it for like a event flyer or something like that. It's just like what you're using it for, and just like what I'm saying, like AI is great when it comes to figuring out medical like situations to help scientists do like that's what it should be getting used for, not Karen down the street to make 85 fake photo profile pictures of herself as a businesswoman that looks 45 years younger than she actually is. Like nothing is real anymore, and I
It's a
personally
really
don't like it. Like
it's
it
a really-
sucks for people who are trying to still create real things, and you're watching all of these people do it quickly, lazy, and get more like love for it.
Yeah.
I'm
Well,
like-
and it really hits the point because like the point of AI was to do that, to take the mundane things, spreadsheets and codes and all this stuff, and make it automated, so we as humans can take the time to actually create things and be creative and make. But it's completely flipped on its head.
Well, it's just like social media. It's exactly what social media did, and you just hope that it gets figured out.
Well, we hope so. We really like.
Yeah,
I hope so, because
I haven't messed with AI too much. But I need to, because I think it's important to not mess with AI to make what I do, but it's important to just to know how it works.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Well, yeah, because if you're ignorant to it, then that's a whole nother problem.
That's a big problem,
Yeah.
right? Especially your kids aren't going to be ignorant to it.
Mm-hmm.
My buddy was telling me the other day that he was using AI to figure out his kid's homework.
Yeah.
Like taking a picture of it, and it would literally solve the problem. It did all this stuff, and I was like, oh, so you don't even have to be a parent anymore. And
Gronk is gonna do it.
Yeah. And then Google just came out with it's called Nano Banana. It's their name for what's a program that it's like a beta program.
Mm-hmm.
So they launched a beta program, and it's basically you take a picture, and you're like, I don't want that tree in the picture. So the prompt is to take the tree out of the picture, but you're just telling it that you're not circling it in Photoshop.
Mm-hmm.
You're not doing anything. You're just like, don't want that tree in the picture. Tree's not in the picture. So it's gonna take it's just gonna kill a lot of things.
I mean, honestly, and I know that some people don't want to hear this. Maybe you don't, but I can't wait till I can just take all my footage and then just tell AI go watch all my other videos. Here's a bunch of footage. Make me a video, and it's all here you go,
that was
man.
one of my post-its. Because you said it on the last podcast.
Yeah,
but you can do that
Frank
now.
wants AI to make all his videos.
Yeah, but the thing is I still need to go to the show. I still need to shoot the footage. I still need to.
You want an editor.
To curate.
You
the
want
clips.
an editor. You want to hire an editor without
Get
paying
a real
an editor.
editor to do it.
Yeah. Well, no, you said it. You said it right. As I don't want to pay for an editor. I want someone to do it, but I don't want to pay to do it.
You need to find someone on Fiverr to do it. And then here's the thing, though.
Uh-huh.
Again, it goes back to you not wanting to pay for the thing.
Mm-hmm.
You have to invest in the thing at the beginning, because then it pays dividends at the end.
Right.
Also,
So-
don't you creating videos?
I hate editing. It's the worst thing on the planet. I love going to the show. I love shooting it. I love doing the camera work. I love interacting with the people who own the vehicles. I love all that stuff, but I hate sitting in my office. Okay. Yep. Okay.
Can't you just film only the things that you want to use for the video?
That probably
then you
where it
just
would be a
go
better
in and
starting point. You
Put
know.
in the clips.
And then music, using whatever music you want.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. Yeah. We've
Music's
discussed that
the
a lot.
main thing though. Is you gotta just use whatever music you like, and who cares if your videos aren't monetized because of the.
Yeah.
It's not enough. It's not enough money to worry about.
Really will. You've even said that it's kind of been proven with your page of you just using more fun music makes you more excited to work on the video because you're excited about the song.
And then I sell more merch.
And then
100%
there's
it is.
also people in your comments going, "What's that song? What's whatever?" That's engagement too.
Yeah, and it literally just sells more merch.
Yeah. Well, and at the end of the day, that's what we're supposed to be doing.
The more merch you sell, I got caught up in trying to monetize, but then I saw how much money I was making on YouTube. I'm making the exact same now as when I was monetizing show videos, because this podcast is monetized, so that's a little bit. But then the vlog stuff is monetized, so I just don't. So if I'm down at Pandas, or I'm the next video that I'm putting out is me going to pick up the trailer, me talking about the giveaway truck. There's no music in that video.
Yeah,
so
that makes a lot of sense. And if there is, you don't need like a.
No, you need 5 seconds of dun, 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 dun,
Yeah, exactly.
It's basically a transition shot.
Well,
so
I mean, and maybe that's where me starting this new journey with the Tacoma. Maybe that's where I'll end up as well.
Yeah, but you always say maybe. Just do it. But you said you're going to do it with the mini trucking video revival.
Right.
Just use your own music. That'll be a good one to do because it's all mini trucks. It's LA. And maybe you're just gonna get this feel for
just
it.
unlock something.
Yeah, and
that's what it is. That's honestly what it
Try to think
is.
of songs prior. Too.
Oh, and I do, but I'm stuck in the monetization mind, and that's what. And
we're always our own worst. We're always in our own way.
Oh yeah, for sure,
Even
100%.
Why don't you just make try and just post little more reels too of just.
I was
clips
trying
and
to
then use whatever
satisfy.
music you
I
want.
was using reels to satisfy that that part, and it does. It really does.
Yeah.
But I want to just be excited to make YouTube videos again, and I haven't been. I'm 2 years behind you, basically. You know, 2 years ago you were in the same boat, and I was like, oh, I'm doing fine, man. This is great. And now I'm just like, for the last 2 years, I'm like, I don't want to do this.
Do you think that changing the music though would make you want to edit the videos? Because it's like
I don't
you're
know.
still
Maybe.
kinda
I hope
just
so.
in the same.
I hope so.
Like you just want to go and do the adventure, but not the.
I want to
You're
do
not
I want to
making
do the
the
fun
thing.
part, but I don't want to sit there and do the hard work. Yeah.
Yeah. Also, if you can have people edit your videos, and there's nothing wrong with that, because
Oh yeah, I wasn't too concerned with like, oh, I didn't do this. Like,
yeah, there are people, there's editors out there. You know what I mean? You can find them, and they can make you
Chat GPT. Just kidding.
Yeah, I mean, not ChatGPT.
I don't know.
No, but I mean, there is that. But the problem becomes is if you want them to make you a 10-minute long video, it's not cheap.
No, I know. Well, yeah, that's the other. Because I'm not trying to like devalue anybody else's work.
Yeah.
You know, because I know what it costs. You know.
Yeah. I don't know. I think you'll
Our friend Jeff on the last episode. I've been thinking about this comment all week, and Jeff said, you know, even here we are 170 something episodes later, and we're still true to the core of this podcast, which is just two middle-aged Jews trying to figure it out. I'm like, yeah, man. Bam.
Yeah.
Right there. But
you got to figure it out.
no, I know. Yeah, you can't.
So if you know your issue is, like, I figured my issue out is with the music, and I think that you're going to figure that out, but in a different way.
Mm-hmm.
You're still stuck on the monetization thing.
Yeah.
Seeing that green check mark on all your videos, F that.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think if you go into an event already with a song picked out, you'll be at the show thinking about the song.
Which I used to do. I used to do that. And then it's just, you know what? It's just like everything in life. When you first start doing something, you're excited and very passionate about, and I'm still passionate about doing it. But there's a certain excitement that you get in the beginning. And then once you've done it so many times, it becomes a job and it becomes monotonous. And that's what's happened. I used to walk around, oh yeah, I could feel the beat on this clip and I could feel this. And now it's just like, okay, I got to...
Yeah, but that's the thing, right? So now, knowing Mini Nats next year, going into Mini Nats, it's one of your favorite shows.
It's going to be, it's going to be a
You need
different
to
video.
find someone to work your booth. You need, like, be proactive, because that's what's holding you back from that, because now you're just rushing out there real quick, we're getting as much as you can, right? And so now you're just like, oh, these shots aren't interesting.
Well, that's even what I was saying to him too, about like that I had the song picked out and I had a whole plan of, I know what this video is going to look like.
Yeah.
Filmed everything, was filming myself like singing the song into the camera so it would fit into clips that were happening for the Mini Nats video, and then got everything and then wasn't able to get any show coverage because I was only able to even go walk around on Sunday, and everybody had already put their stuff on trailers. There was like maybe 20 vehicles out, and then everything's kind of trashed too. Like people's easy ups are in the background, like half up, and
And the dynamic of what we're doing has changed, because before our sales weren't as high, right? So I could work your booth while you were filming, and you could work my booth while I'm filming. We can't do that anymore.
Yeah, it's gotten to a point.
That's gotten to a point where, like, we need someone there that you trust as far as being able to talk to the customers. Not the money part of it. It's literally, you don't want someone there that's like this. You need someone there that's engaging, knows where your stuff is, like Joey, right? Joey, Brent, Kim, like all these people.
Yeah.
But we can't, those people are not our employees, they're our friends.
Right.
So, like, I make it very clear before an event. I'm like, hey, are you cool with working the booth? Like, I'll pay for your plane ticket. I'll pay for your hotel. Like, I'll pay for something. Joey, I didn't pay for anything on Mini Nats. So
Joey's
you
hey.
were just there because you did it. But, like, I will do that. You know what I mean? Like, Brent with me to slow down. You know, I paid for the hotel room. Like, I paid for the fuel. Like, whatever, you know, like, that's almost as important, because the end product relies on that.
Right.
and technically you're like, I'm going there anyway, so just come with. Like, it's not like you're getting him his own hotel room and you paid for what, like, he's just joining in on this thing, and you're like, okay, well, we're there, help me out. What happened?
Hold on.
Have we not been recording?
Were you not monitoring?
No, I'm monitoring. We were recording, but I'm getting 1,000 text messages right now.
Oh.
and I was trying to put on Do Not Disturb, and then I turned off my Wi-Fi, and then hold on.
Well, for the listeners, my mini Nats video will happen next year because I had some very specific things I wanted to do, and I wasn't able to get some of the clips, and I want to make it perfect for how I had it in my brain. So
I have a question for you that it's just an observation that I had because we go on these trips together and we kind of see how each other acts and different quirks and features about all of us. When we were at the Cadillac Ranch, you got like mad at Cadillac Ranch? Was that you were like trying to film your thing and there was a kid like in the shot or something like that? I remember. And after that, you just seemed you were just like almost like you were like, fuck this video.
It wasn't fuck this video. It was, how come every time I put this camera down and start recording myself rapping a song from memory, like I'm not listening to it, but I'm trying to sing that part, and this kid just kept coming over into my thing, and I'm like, oh my God, just like get out of my way. Like, so I just went off and started doing something else, but I mean,
I didn't even notice that.
I think I have this.
Tuna walked up and was immediately already up on top of a car anyway, so I was like, it doesn't matter.
Yeah.
Like,
it's just things I see and I see in myself too that I just know. You know what I mean? Like you learn about people and you just learn these things, and it fascinates me sometimes of just how we each of us crack at certain things, what bothers us, what doesn't bother us.
I mean, we were also coming off of sleeping in a car the night before.
It was rough.
It was rough. That whole thing, and we didn't really realize it till we got to the hotel that night.
Yeah, we had been in the car for days.
Yeah. What's my ETA? Sorry, Brandon. We're picking up some t-shirts, and then he's like, "What's your ETA?" I want to make sure that he doesn't leave with my shirts.
Oh, there you go.
So I'm going to tell him my ETA is 1.
Yeah, I wasn't mad though. Like,
What time's it right? I'm sorry. What time's it right now?
It is 11. Yeah, that's just kind of like, I remember the first time, Frank's very easygoing. He just goes with the flow. He's like, whatever, we'll do whatever. We're all pretty much kind of like that. But then the one time I remember his crack was when he had a drop of transmission fluid come off of his drain plug, and we got in the truck, and that doesn't freak me out, right? But Frank was like this. And he had a nervous breakdown in front of me almost. Like, the truck's going to blow up. We're not going to make it home. My life's over.
Yeah.
And that was the first time I saw that part of him.
And then you've seen it many times since then.
Yeah. And then there's things with me, too. Like, when we walked into into the cabin, remember?
Oh, my God.
I freaked out. Like, I had my little moment.
Say anything about that.
Yeah, I had my little moment. But that,
Yeah.
see, you have to, like, I realized that about me. Just like I realized, like, I'm paying attention to how I am and how everyone is. It's
You're
just
right.
kind of fascinating.
No, yeah, no, totally. Yeah.
and it's better too. Like, you just explained yourself, and then I was like, okay, you didn't have to like sit and be mad the whole trip.
Yeah, like, I don't want to do that.
People keep doing something and nobody knows that, like, it's actually bothering you because you don't want to pipe up about it. Like, whatever.
Yeah. Yeah, exactly. I don't want to ever ruin a trip for that type of thing. Like, I'd just rather just be like,
hey, by the way, guys.
We did good. Me, you, and Angie were spending 2 weeks together a couple of times.
Oh, yeah, that was,
In hotel rooms. Like, that's a lot. And then sleeping in the truck with the snow. Like, sitting in traffic, knowing we had to get to this place. Like, it was a very enjoyable experience all around.
Yeah. I get in situations like that, and I'm like, whatever, now it's just a story.
Yeah, oh, yeah, for sure.
I have stories now.
Like, when people were making comments on the internet, like, you guys don't check the weather?
Yeah.
It's like, bro, it's April. I didn't think it was going to snow.
I didn't think it was going to snow from Flagstaff to New Mexico.
Yeah.
And also, like, the 10 is just so boring. Like, it's
sucks.
just desert through, and you already do it for LST, and it's like, why do something if there was even another? Like,
It's even worse because you have to
one more row of states and do all that across this next time.
It's even more boring because when you do take the 10 on that route, you jump on the 20 and you go through like Midland and Odessa. And it's even worse than going through San Antonio.
Yeah.
And yeah, like we're talking about camp and drag.
Yeah.
And it's just like, that I've never been. We could for camp and drag, we can take this one way, but I'm like, no, I want to go this other route that I've never been and cut through this area.
Yeah, check stuff out.
Yeah.
My whole thing with like the pretty low stuff is I just want to keep making enough money to go on adventures.
Yeah.
Like, I'm not trying to like buy a house or anything with like shirt money. Like, I'm using the shirt money to go to San Francisco because I want to see the Golden Gate Bridge this weekend. Like,
yeah,
I'm going on this trip because it's just a fun thing to. I'm not part of the C10 crowd, but I could become part of the C10 crowd. It's going to be a fun event.
Do you think kind of acclimated with
people?
Dinos and stuff?
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, like, I had been going to Dino's since
the
start, pretty sure. Like,
that's why I always say everyone, like, we always say the C10. Yes, it's the C10 thing, but also it's the same thing.
It is the exact same
It's
thing.
the same vibe, and it's the same cool. Not all the trucks are cool, but not all the trucks at the mini truck shows are cool.
No, for sure.
But like, it is what it is. And I was gonna ask, like, do you ever see the pretty low thing being the thing that is full time income? Like, do you have, like, not that that's a goal or anything, but like, in the back of your head, you're just like
if I could eventually just like travel around and make videos, and I happen to like kind of what you're doing and how you're like, oh, there's other like companies and stuff that would want like videos and things done for them, like maybe eventually. Right now my safe place is having a job and health insurance, so
yeah.
I don't need to change that.
It's a very
anytime soon,
difficult.
but
That is definitely a security thing. Like,
for sure.
it's more of just going into the next year, like I was telling you, and kind of having a talk with my boss about, like, I'm cool not getting paid for not being here. Like, I don't have vacation days.
2 or 3 more shows next year.
But if there's a couple more times where I'm taking like a Thursday, Friday, Monday situation off, don't fire me, kind of thing. So I think it'll work out. He's always been like, that's cool. Anything that, like, let me know if I can ever help with anything.
That's cool.
Granted, it would be a lot easier if he was part of this scene
the truck,
too.
like the mini truck
He's part
scene.
of the truck scene, but it's all lifted trucks,
Right.
so it's not even like, oh, I could. I mean, technically, I could with some stuff, but go with work to a truck show
I see.
for
Yeah.
work, but also have my stuff there to sell. It's like the things wouldn't.
You just wouldn't have fun.
Yeah.
This is your fun.
I don't want to travel with my work people.
No,
like,
for sure.
I want to travel with my friends, go to shows, and just.
That's my whole life philosophy right there. That's all I want to do.
Yeah.
Which it goes back to that stress thing. Like, why am I so stressed out? I travel the country with my friends and just,
How come you're not going to like Last Resort and stuff like that? Like all the October stuff. I thought you were gonna go to that stuff.
Well, I'm going to go to Cruise of the Pines because, like, I was going to go to the Tennessee thing and and Last Resort, but I think going to Cruise of the Pines is going to be more interesting for me. Taking the Tacoma, setting up a booth, and then it's just balancing family and like kids and softball and
it would
events
be
and
too
stuff.
much of
like
just
3 weekends
travel.
gone.
Yeah.
This
you're not
place
going-
might not be sitting
planning
here.
on coming back either. So
No,
if he
and-
went with you, he would just be gone for
Yeah.
like 2
And he
weeks.
wouldn't go to Cruise of the Pines if he went to those other 2. So it's not like he's not going to 2 and just going to 0. He's just replacing
Yeah.
2
Yeah,
with
just
1.
going to, and I think Cruise of the Pines is kind of more gearing up for the content I want to make with the Tacoma coming
because
up.
when he can drive the Tacoma, talk about driving it,
Mm-hmm.
take it to pandas, show pandas, film pandas, like looking at it and like talking about it.
Yeah, that's the plan. Yeah, like I said, I'm
put the booth stuff in there and like
Yeah,
do all
that's
that.
that's the most thing I'm excited
Yeah.
for is to load up the booth because it will eventually just roll into the next thing. Once it's built, then it's still going to carry the booth and take it to shows and stuff.
Yeah.
And it's the plan that I've been trying to put together in my mind for the last 10 years, which is going to these shows but taking a vehicle, a cool truck, you know. And it was so many scenarios, like a full size or doing this or a big trailer, you know, like you're kind of doing, like trailing your truck with the booth. And then now I've whittled it down to this little thing that I'm going to do.
Yeah.
So we'll see.
Little one man show.
Yeah.
Yeah, not necessarily a one man show, just a
It's like the Maverick kind of.
yeah, like just another how do we say it? Just another version of what we're doing.
Yeah.
Because we can go from now with the new trailer, big trailer, pop up, that version, all the way down to me and the Tacoma with a few things.
It's exactly what my next video is going to be about. It's going to be about the smallest thing, which is the Maverick and just this, to the Maverick like this, and why this is this, and then it goes to like your trailer, and then it goes to the big trailer.
Yeah.
So there's just like it prepared for every single scenario.
Yeah.
I don't want to have to take the big trailer. Like that's my end all be all.
Right.
And have to lug that thing around everywhere.
Well, especially, I mean, look at the thing we're doing this weekend. Like you'll see it once we get there. It's on a main street, just a 2-lane main street.
Yeah.
You have to adapt to that situation. You can't have a 45-foot trailer and be like, all right, where I'm going to post up.
Well,
I mean, you
have
can
to
because
say,
like,
like-
you can, but
yeah.
it's just again, it's as simple as coming into here. Well, we got to turn this big trailer. Now we got to go get gas. Okay, at the gas station. Then where are we going to eat? Oh, we have this big trailer. Oh, then we're going to San Francisco. I mean, we're going to drop this trailer too, but it's just there's things that they add up to, and it just time where it's just.
I think that's the biggest thing we've learned over all of these years is how to adapt to situations.
Yep. Exactly.
That's the biggest thing we've learned.
And the next adaptation is mini nats, where we're going to take 3 booths and a truck.
Yeah.
And
Hey, depending on how the Tacoma goes down, everything lines up. It might be driving the Tacoma.
Yeah.
Well, we were talking about that on the way here, that he was like, I mean, these mini nats videos, like, there's only so many ways that I could do it. Like, what is the next video I make? Well, and I'm like, but the next video, you're going to have your truck
Yeah,
there.
I know.
So it's going to be a totally different thing. He's like, oh, I didn't think about that.
Yeah.
And I was like, and then maybe the next year, I have a truck there.
Yeah.
Maybe I'll drive the truck across the country.
Yeah.
It's like, yeah, and then we'll film you. Me and Frank will film you driving your truck. Like,
Yeah.
yeah, it's like, we'll just, your truck, you drive your truck out there one year or do something. It's like, the videos will change. They'll
Oh,
have
yeah.
their own versions. Who's
Yeah.
going this year? Do you know? Same people? Is Joey going again this year?
Is Will's going next year, isn't he?
I don't know.
we'll figure it out one day.
Will,
Figure it out.
pull all
Will
your grays
doesn't-
out and get your
Will-
life together.
Wants to go on the journey. So what's going to happen is the year Will decides to go on the journey, it's going to be the most boring one.
Yeah.
He's going to be like, where's the snow? When are we sleeping in the truck?
When are we sleeping in the truck?
Like, what's going on? And it's just going to be, we're just going to be the most boringest thing ever. No, but like, yeah, I think it'll be similar as last year. Yeah, we'll see. I know there's other people that want to go. Like Tanner wants to get a big group to drive out there. But I'm like, Tanner, yeah, that all sounds all good. But
Yeah, that's never a super solid plan.
yeah, it's a super solid plan if everyone does it. But like, you're not going to get everyone to leave on Monday like we did or
Yeah,
Saturday.
trying to
We left
get
Saturday,
everybody
right?
to, like, stay together the whole time, too.
Or everyone to leave as early as we wanted.
Yeah. Well, the wind's picking up. It's about that time. Because it's all of a sudden going to get real windy up in here.
Oh yeah, it's Apple Valley time.
Is
You got
that-
anything in those notes you want to talk about? Is there anything we didn't bring up that we didn't discuss?
I mean, there's stuff, but let's see here. One of them, we kind of touched on it, but make what you like, otherwise you're still work for the man.
Oh, nice. I like that.
So,
that kind of, yeah, like you kind of actually, if you're making stuff, trendy stuff, you're working for social media.
Yeah.
If you're just constantly trying to keep up with whatever everybody
Appease
else,
the
you're
algorithm.
still,
It's not even everybody
you
else. You're just
made
appeasing the algorithm.
internet your job.
Yeah,
Instead
you're-
of using the internet as like a fun way
To express
show.
yourself.
That's what I mean about like creativity and stuff. Kind of, you were talking about, this is not having to do with this, but also seeing somebody make something like very mediocre and you're like, damn, I had that idea and now I don't even want to do that idea because I feel like that person's gonna think that I'm ripping them off.
Mm-hmm.
That even though I know my idea is better than the thing that they just, like, random people. And there's I won't name the company, but there's somebody where like every day they're constantly posting new AI generated things for the scene that I'm just like,
Postbod.
bro.
That's the drive.
That's the drive.
Our postpod is-
the postpod is
Yeah.
a 7-hour drive
Yeah.
to Sacramento.
Yeah, exactly.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
What else?
T-shirt design.
I don't want to be popular. I want my stuff to be popular.
Oh,
Like-
I like that.
I don't.
Good philosophy.
If I really could just never put my face on the internet, that would be my ideal situation.
Yeah,
but
that's.
I have a plan to be a little bit more of myself on the internet, but not in like a vlogging way, and more of like a
yourself way.
structured, yeah, like
Mm-hmm.
how I'd want to do it.
You
but
just know you're just gonna get on and point to subtitles.
yeah,
My favorite videos of those is when it's like,
and
me-
you see them across the
yeah,
store.
yeah, it's all what my dog sees, and it's just
Yeah,
Yeah, like influencers in the wild type thing. Yeah.
There's another dude. I don't know if I sent you guys this, but he's hilarious. It's this couple that goes to Disneyland all the time, And it's their whole shtick is like, it's a dude. He's like, oh, hey, check it out. They got a new drink over at the place. And the wife's like, no, say it right.
Oh, yeah. Yeah.
Hey, welcome. Hey, guys, come with me and check out this brand new drink.
What's up, guys?
Yeah.
The new one is the food influencers. Did you see that one? It's like a food influencer before they get paid. And they're just like, oh, this is not very good. And then there's just like a food influencer after they get paid. And they're just like, this is so good.
Yeah.
And then
Yeah.
they're taught like, everyone's the Keith Lee.
Oh, there's the cat.
Hi, Kikis.
That's
You got
Padfoot.
something to say to the podcast?
Don't be a bitch.
Got any words of wisdom?
Don't be a pussy. She's like, it's my job to be a pussy, not your job to be a
Jeez.
pussy.
Oh, my God.
I know, this is going.
Wow.
The one thing I wanted to touch on when you were saying about, like, I don't want to be cool, I want my stuff to be cool. Photographers, I see them, a lot of photographers fall into this thing where they're like, they don't really actually care about their photography.
Right.
They care about taking pictures of girls, and
Oh.
taking pictures of this, and being, like, it's about them.
Yeah.
When the first thing should be about your photography, because everything comes naturally after that.
Mm-hmm.
If you're good at the thing you do, people will like you.
Mm-hmm.
You don't have to force yourself onto the people, like, because it's people see right through it.
Yeah.
So just do as good as whatever you're doing. It doesn't matter what it is. Do it as best you can,
Oh, for sure.
and make that the thing that stands out, and then everything else follows.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, when you were talking about the guys who just want to take pictures of girls, you just described the entire early 2000s of content creation.
Oh, yeah.
And
When I
mean,
look back at the old photo, like I've been posting those, like sometimes a throwback Thursday, and it'll be like old photos.
Mm-hmm.
A bunch of the ones I was going through were like the bikini contest
Yeah.
and stuff. Were like, I was like the only girl that was up there, like taking pictures of these bikini contests. It's just these creepy dudes all around it.
it's this, yeah, exactly. People wanted a media pass to be in the front of
Yep.
that stage
Oh, yeah.
to take insanely close-up shots of these girls.
Yep.
And there is a bunch of them. You know what I mean? And I'm just like, oh.
I'd actually get really cool photos too because I was a girl. So like girls will like play with you a little
Yeah.
bit
Uh-huh.
more, like a strip club.
That stopped.
That's done.
Did it stop because?
It's dead.
Oh.
This is just a blank screen.
This is now, it just shows a picture of Lindsay like this.
It's me holding the camera in the bed of the truck from the mini
Yeah.
nuts video.
So basically go to prettylowapparel.com.
Yeah, prettylowapparel.com. Buy some stuff on there. I'm gonna have some new stuff coming out in like September, October for like the new shows that are coming up. I think the next show that I'll be at vending will actually be
Oh, there you go. Camera
Day to
too.
Remember, I'm not gonna have a booth at Cruise of the Pines. I'll probably go to Cruise of the Pines and like film,
Mm-hmm.
but the next show besides this one would be A Day to Remember.
Cool.
I also am trying to get, this is just a personal goal of trying to get 5,000 followers on my Pretty Low Instagram before my birthday, which is September 13th. So
September birthdays.
Virgo babies. If
Me too. I'm the 7th.
if you could tell your friends, maybe you could follow me, tell your mom. Actually, only tell people who are actually going to be interested in my stuff, because that's the
Yeah.
followers that I really want.
Right.
But go follow my Instagram page. I just want to see a new
There's a cat.
number pop up, a new 1,000.
This.
Also, this is Frank's house.
Yeah,
Yeah,
we're
this
at my house.
We're under the Perg. This is Frank's house. This is one of the cats.
This is the cat.
It's not the dead
Oh my
one.
God.
Oh God.
All right.
Okay.
We'll see you next week.
My donut.
Bye. Later.
See ya.